Welcome to lemon pepper chicken with broccolini or broccoli. Here is the ingredients list for this crockpot recipe. You will need bone-in skinless chicken thighs, 3 lemons, reduced salt chicken broth, black pepper, salt, oregano, and broccolini, or for this we're using broccoli, and a crockpot. So we're going to start by mixing the dry ingredients for the rub. So we are going to need the black pepper, 1 tablespoon, the oregano, 1 tablespoon, and some lemon zest. Also add half a teaspoon of the salt. I don't have a lemon zester, so I'm going to use my knife to peel a little bit of the peel, just the edges, off of one of the lemons, and I'm going to dice it up really fine and add it to the bowl. Now that that's all mixed together, it's time to get your crock pot out. My crock pot has a dish that is removable, so I'm going to use that for now. You want to take your rub and put it on the chicken thighs. You can rub it on with 2 hands, or I like to dip my chicken inside. Roll it over, and then place it into the crock pot. Do this with all 8 of your chicken thighs. I'm going to add just a little bit more oregano. Now we want to mix the wet ingredients that will go in to cook our chicken. So it says juice from 2 lemons, but my lemons are really large. So I'm just going to juice 1 of them because the recipe only calls for 3 tablespoons of lemon. You can add more lemon in yours if you'd like it to be really tart or super lemony, but be careful not to add too much because you don't want your dish to be too acidic. Now it's time to add the reduced salt chicken broth to your 3 tablespoons of lemon. My crock pot is rather large, and so I'm going to add the whole can just to make sure that the base is covered. And when you're pouring it in, you want to pour it sort of between the chicken and around the edges so that you don't rub off all that beautiful rub that you put on your chicken thighs already. Now I'm going to grab that lemon I took the zest from, and that's the lemon I'm going to use, and I'm going to slice it into 8 slices. We're going to place these 8 slices, 1 on top of each of the chicken thighs, to bake. So now we're ready with the lid on, and we're going to move this over to the crock pot. So I'm going to set it to slow cook on low, And we want it to cook for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm going to set that and hit go. When it's done, we're going to add the vegetables. So it's been cooking for about 2 hours, and now I'm going to add in the broccoli. Just to give you a word of warning, if you like your broccoli to be really soft and tender, you might want to cook it a little bit longer than 2 hours. When I made this recipe, my broccoli was still firm with a bit of crunch. Carefully add your broccoli on top of the chicken and lemon, and then sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. Replace the lid and set it to cook for at least 2 more hours on low until the vegetables and chicken are tender. Then it's ready to eat. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Thanks for joining us. Ona!